Professor Jagdeep Chokar, the Association of Democratic Reforms which you represent has been at the forefront of asking for political parties to be brought under RTI. Are you satisfied with the answers you have heard today, especially of the Congress party and the BJP on why RTI is not applicable to them?
Well, I don't have to say that I am not satisfied at all. I completely disagree with the arguments. All these arguments were brought up during the hearings in the Central Information Commission, where all political parties were represented by very senior lawyers. The arguments have been made. There is a law of the land called the Right to Information Act that defines a public authority. The CIC order does not say that political parties are government bodies. It says they are public authorities. And public authorities have certain obligations under the RTI Act. That is all that has now become incumbent on political parties. Now there is this straw man fallacy. You start raising questions and saying that these questions are wrong, therefore this order should be struck down. The Right to Information Act also has Section 8, which has certain exemptions.
Absolutely.
Right to information also gives the public authority the right to refuse information by giving reasons why that information should not be disclosed. Those reasons have to be stated, they have to be justiciable, they have to be acceptable to the appropriate authority, which in the final analysis is the Supreme Court. Now to say that people will ask X, Y, Z, they will ask. But you can say that this information is irrelevant, it should not be given for this reason, end of story. The other side of the story is that every political party says we are transparent. If an organization is transparent, then why this fear of transparency?
Why this secrecy?
And lastly, there are three reasons which the CIC order is given. One is that they get significant government funding or significant public funding.
Substantial.
The second is they perform a public function.
Yeah.
The government is required to be transparent under RTI Act, but political parties who make the government also have to be transparent. The third reason is political parties have the constitutional right to unseat MLAs and MPs if they violate their whip. So they have a constitutional right to take away the representative power of an elected representative.
I don't know.
These are the three reasons. Which
first of all, I think.
And if somebody is dissatisfied, they are more than welcome to go to the court of law and challenge the CIC order.
Completely.
A television discussion is not going to achieve anything.
Two very fundamental points that have been made. Professor Jagdeep Chokar, that was extremely comprehensive. Thank you. Now, I saw Siddharth Singh and Rahul Narvekar wanted to come in. You see, Professor Jagdeep Chokar, Siddharth Singh has completely demolished the argument. Demolished your argument and demolished Rajiv Gowda's argument that this judgment will leave political parties in some way vulnerable, that you're not answerable and you're not forming, you're not running the government. The fact is, he has said that the RTI has provisions. No, RTI has provisions that if you feel something is breaching on your confidentiality, something which you don't need to, you can decline it. No, allow me, Siddharth, to ask you the question. No, 1 second, Siddharth. He has said you can decline information under several provisions which give you exemption for disclosure of information for anything confidential, strategic, scientific, which violates your interests. You have those, but you will have to tell me if I go asking for information on the BJP and I want to know, for example, who funded that BJP expensive dinner in a 5-star hotel, just hypothetically. You'll have to tell me. You'll have to disclose to me. And the other point which has been made quite clearly by the Samajwadi Party is that in India, most political parties don't know their source of income. That is a very fundamental point. We don't know the source of income. Majority donations come from...
I don't want to get into with Samajwadi Party.
No.
I don't want to get into a Samajwadi Party of the how much they declare, what is the corruption level in Uttar Pradesh. That's not the issue to be debated today.
It is not about parties.
Let's take it more rationally.
It is about issues.
I want to talk about... Mr. Goswami, I think you, as an anchor, you have raised, or rather you have answered many things rather than asking a question. So let us also raise few issues on your channel today. And the issue is, we all are talking about transparency and accountability in public life. we are not denying with the evolving democracy, things need to be changed, the law needs to be changed. RTI is a good act. But is what the CIC order is giving, as a party we feel perhaps it is not going to serve the purpose,
you are only
and to serve the purpose,
you are not justifying it. You see, your problem is you are repeating. No, Siddharth, one minute. Please allow me.
You don't want to hear me.
No, but
you don't want to hear me. Please, I'm sorry. This kind of interjection from an anchor, this type of interjection from an anchor will not allow us.
No, Mr. Siddharth, allow me. I'm only asking you. I'm asking you, only you. I'm asking you and only you and only you and only you and only you. And I'm asking only you one simple question. The fact of the matter, Siddharth Nath Singh, is, and I know you will agree with me, that political parties and their funding are shrouded in secrecy. Okay? So you consider this, the major source of income of political parties is through donations. Right? Voluntary contribution. No, 1 minute. No. A voluntary. I don't even. You don't let the anchor finish the question. You all want to heckle me today because you're on the same side. Why are you heckling the anchor? Why don't you let?
Only Mr. Siddharth Singh. Now let me answer that.
Okay. Last line, Siddharth. With your permission. Majority donation come from undisclosed contributors. I can prove that. Majority donations, undisclosed contributors. Not right.
Mr. Goswami, I ask you a question and my answer is inbuilt in that. Please give me a reply. You know that I am, my constancy is towards Allahabad. Last week I held a chopal there. 5 gram sabhas were included, villages were included. There were 3,000 attendees. And trust me, that was a whole day. And I wanted to have a record, not for a declaration, but who is donating 100 rupees or 200 or 500 or a 10 rupees or a 50 rupees.
No.
A lot of people refused to do it. On certain ground, they said, my God, it will lead if we give more money, then वहाँ का जो गुंडा है वो मारेगा हमें या पुलिस वाला हमारे घर आ जाएगा. They refused, but they all participated. There were 3,000 attendees. Now,
Chetan.
100 rupees, hear me, 100 rupees per person, even if I take as an average, Arnab Goswami, it adds to 3 lakhs of rupees.
Sir, please, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, if you get any angrier, you will take a gun and shoot me. 1 minute, Mr. Siddharth, what am I asking you today? I have never been in a situation where there are 4 political parties, and I'm asking you, you ask Professor Jagdeep Chokar.
I need to reply to this point.
I'm asking a solution from you.
Yeah, I'll give you the solution.
And whoever is the RTI active, please give me a solution.
I am asking you.
And therefore,
I am asking you that the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Please, sorry, let me complete. Let me complete, please. And therefore, what TSR Saab has said, I agree to that. We must look at electoral reform. We must look at state funding. This is the issue with
everything.
But let me tell you. So no, 1 second. It's all right. No. Now you finish. Now please 1 second. Let me tell you. In the financial years, according to information from the ADR, which Professor Jagdish will corroborate, in the financial years from 2005 to 2011, and I'm sorry to have to say this, the Congress party has a turnover of 2,008 crore rupees. The Bharatiya Janata Party is not a poor organization. It's a 1,000 crore corporation with at that point of time with an accumulated turnover of 994 crore rupees. I want to know where is this money coming from? I want to know. Is it not my right to know? Chetan Bhagat.
Answer is very simple.
Listen, Chetan Bhagat.
The returns are not going to.
Chetan Bhagat.
Income tax returns are not going to tell me. They're going to give me the numbers. They're not going to tell me who gave the money. Now, the gentlemen, they're very. Maybe it's a practical issue that 100 rupees.
No,
but if someone comes, if someone comes, put 5 lakhs cash on the XYZ political party's desk and says, here's 5 lakh cash.
Don't say that because cash on desks make people remember certain sting operations.
Let me just finish.
You don't know there's a provision that every donation received over 20,000 rupees has to be declared.
What about Bangaru Lakshman?
What about
Bangaru Lakshman?
What about Bangaru Lakshman?
Let me finish. You take 5 lakh rupees. You take 5 lakh rupees and say this comes from 5,000 people paid 100 rupees each. And there is your loophole.
Yeah,
it's a big loophole.
Yeah.
You can
But
say,
how is RTI going to solve
No,
that?
it's not.
How is RTI going to solve that? I don't understand.
Arnab, just
One
the
minute.
point I wanted
Give
to
me
make,
half a
yeah.
minute. Give me half a minute. I'll explain to you how RTI is not going to help that. Your problem is that if there are 100 people saying I've given 100 rupees each,
Why do you-
therefore 10,000 rupees have been collected.
Hi, my question-
If that is stated to the income tax authorities, the party is not going to state anything different to the RTI applicant.
See, once
That is not solving the problem.
Now, Rahul, consider this, please.
No,
Now, I think.
Arnab, I need to make this point.
Yeah.
What Siddharth Nath Singh is saying is not right.
What?
In the last 2 to 3 months, we have got on an average 3 lakh rupees of official donation by people who have given their name, their PAN card number. These are genuine people who have given money. Every day we have collected more than 2 crore rupees by people who want to pay for
So
a
let me ask
genuine
you
good
this, how
cause.
much percentage
If you
of
think
your
that
income-
people are afraid to give, then they must be the wrong kind of people and they are giving for the wrong purpose.
Arnab, please allow me.
TSR Subramaniam,
What I was saying,
TSR Subramaniam, I'm
talking
coming
about
to you.
Villages in UP.
TSR
under the
Subramaniam,
meetings.
please.
I gave just an example.
So, Mr. You know,
Example has no basis.
watch. I just want to share these statistics. I'll tell you this. These are ADR statistics. According to my information, BJP donations from named sources is 22%. BJP donations from unnamed sources is therefore 77% of their income. Oh, one minute. The Congress is better. The Congress is better.
And how is the RTI going to help this scenario?
Please, let people share the Congress. I just don't know why the people who want to run this country, Mr. 1 second, sir. Why the people who want to run this country have such terrible accounting practices? The Congress party shows 11.89% of their income from named contributions. NCP takes the cake. 4.64%. I'm sorry to say this. CPM 1.29% from named sources, which means 98% from unnamed sources.
My God.
What are we talking about? TSR Subramaniam. TSR Subramaniam.
Arnab, I was slightly misquoted. I wanted electoral reform, but I said this is the first step in electoral reform. Now, these are all entities in public space, like public limited companies. So, if insider trading or if related party transactions take place in public limited companies, they have to be disclosed. And every company has to show 100% of where its income is coming from, where expenditure is going to. I don't understand at all. But a larger point, is this what we have come to 60 years later?
Yeah, that's the point.
Our
Let's
political
open it.
parties will
Yeah.
run for cover for very small things and say, I don't want to be transparent. Are we a democracy or is it a sham?
That's a valid point. On that, I want Rajiv Gowda to counter that. Rajiv Gowda.
Let me point out that large numbers of people give contributions during election campaigns, during movements. Those are not the times when people are sitting there, taking accounts. The basic questions you have to ask about this particular move is it enhancing democracy? Is it making it easier to form a political party and run it? Is it making it easier for people to contribute, or are they going to be more afraid?
Why will they be afraid?
About contributing.
Why will they be afraid?
And basically,
why will they be afraid?
Much more significant. Lots of people.
Tell me, Mr. Professor Gowda, tell me.
Because then your neutrality may be questioned. Though you support me because you are supportive of how
The complete trade union mentality, all parties ganging up together.
No clandestine money.
Substantial state funding comes in. There is no logic to having this.
Yes, TSR Subramaniam is responding. TSR Subramaniam.
The question: Is this driving? Is this driving contributions underground?
If people are afraid, they should not pay the money. I don't think any organization, public organization in India should run on clandestine money. It should be open money.
Yes.
If people are afraid that money should not be taken, this is
so that I know.
private club. They form government, they form MLAs, they form MPs who do all the rules, all the regulations. They are not private people.
Question is, let's please, can I get the school tempers a bit? Actually, why are we asking this? The people of this country would like to know whether a clear line can be drawn between huge political contributions and decisions taken by the political executive or legislature of this country. Simple. So tomorrow you must suppose this once.
No.
Oh, this is
Arnab, the issue is under the current law. No.
Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh.
on a larger issue, or this is a larger issue.
Mr. Siddharthnath Singh, you see, I'm sorry, Mr. Siddharthnath Singh.
Not by just the order, it's not a landmark.
Mr. Singh,
What we are trying to say is, it is not enhancing the transparency and accountability.
Mr. Singh, please understand, the fact of the matter is the information that is being sought from political parties is not confidential. It is information that the public is entitled to. It elects people from these political parties, so I don't understand the basis for this secrecy. Chetan Bhagat is really coming. Chetan Bhagat, I'm coming. No, Chetan Bhagat.
Very quickly, and I'm going to say something.
No, go on, Chetan, please.
I'm just going to say something. I think the politicians' point of view is